Tell me what you loved about the invasion, Skeeter.
Oh, man, Chuck Palumbo showed up? That was so cool. And Lance Storm.
Nobody gives a fuck about Chuck Palumbo. Wait, is he dead?
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Welcome, everyone, to the greatest wrestling podcast there is, which is uncensored. On Your Mark Wrestling Podcast. It's so exciting today. I'm Skeeter Skyflyer along with my buddy, my best friend. If we were stuck on an island together, perhaps my lover, Mark E. Xtreme.
Yeah, if we were stuck on an island together, I would dig a hole and make sure every one of the crabs on that island ate you. And I'm very angry right now because you introduced yourself before me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark. Xtreme, 15 plus years undefeated Backyard Wrestling Entertainment champion and owner of Backyard Wrestling Entertainment. Not only to mention also that I am the host of the hit YouTube wrestling series On Your Mark that has officially swept all the podcast charts. We're number one, baby. We're better than Conrad Thompson. We're better than Dave Meltzerman, and we're a hell of a lot better than Raven. We are the best wrestling podcast because you know why? We give you everything you want, and that is all the topics, uncensored, unrelentless, and unabashed from the best wrestling personality that's ever existed, Mark E. Xtreme. I am very excited. I'm actually very excited to be here, Skeeter, today. I don't know about you.
I'm super excited. It's always great hanging out with you. It's always super fun. Can we also make the show Umbrella? Because I like umbrellas.
I don't like umbrellas. When I go out in the rain, I want to get real wet because the way I look at it is if God's crying, I got to feel it.
I never thought about it that way. I thought he was bowling.
No, that's thunder, and that's when God's bringing his trash can to the road.
Oh, okay. Well, today we're going to be talking about Diamond Dallas Page. But before we get to that, we got a couple things we got to get to that's important for you listeners to know about. On your mark, 10K, go!
That's right, Skeeter. That's a hell. I'm very excited about this. Not to cut you off, but I'm gonna anyway. I'm very excited about this because we just hit 5,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. This is a long time coming, I think. And we got dumbasses out there like Grim who has more millions of subscribers, and I just hit 5,000. I think it's illegal and it's something that should be investigated by the criminal justice system. But anyways, regardless, we just hit 5,000 subscribers. But when we hit 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, we're going to be pulling a subscriber randomly out of the fat, and we are going to be giving them a copy of one of the best wrestling games to ever exist, WWE Battleground, the first game where you can murder John Cena.
Again, that's not confirmed that you can murder him. It just shows The Rock throwing John Cena
It's in the video, Skeeter. You could throw him in a gator's mouth.
Yeah, but maybe the gator goes, oh, no, that's John Cena, and he spits him back out.
No, I think the Gator's got the best taste. Gator's got good taste.
Well, either way, yes, that's correct. We'll be giving away a copy of that game to one of our subscribers. So it'll be a digital copy, a physical copy, whichever you'd prefer when you're declared to be the winner. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon. We got a whole new Patreon up there. So you can get all new rewards. And we have extreme shout-outs. Isn't that right, Mark E. Xtreme?
Oh, hell yeah. You're about to get the most extreme shout out just because you're one of our Marky Marks over on Patreon. Angela Elias and Max.
So let's get to it. Diamond Dallas Page. He was born Page Joseph Falkenberg on April 5th.
What's with all these guys and weird names?
What, Falkenberg?
Yeah, that's terrifying. Sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he changed his name because that's a bad name. Joseph. I think it's terrible. Page Joseph Falkenberg.
Gives me the shivers.
Joseph's creepy. He's born April 5th, 1956 And happy birthday, Diamond Dallas Page. And born in
let me just stop you right there, Skeeter. Again, and because I can interrupt you whenever the fuck I want to. An uncensored podcast. You know, this is one of my things I have a contention with DDP. He's like 90-something years old. How is he still doing everything he's doing? I'm hurting every goddamn day. I'm beat the fuck up. I'm burn up piece of meat, you know? I know that in like 10 years when I turn the age that I'm going to turn, I'm going to be in a wheelchair. It's just what the truth that I've faced. DDP's like almost 100 years old. How the fuck is he still doing what he's doing? What is his secret?
Well, it was something I was going to get to later in the show, but I would assume his secret is DDP Yoga.
That is the biggest false. That is the biggest lie. There's no way.
I'm not lying. He does DDP Yoga.
No, I know that he does DDP Yoga, but I'm telling you that there's just no way that doing a bunch of stretches and like girly poses can make you live forever. I don't get it. Okay.
Well, I think it makes sense. And that brings up the question now, Marky Xtreme, do you still do DDP Yoga?
I mean, I do it occasionally only because, like, you know, like I said, I'm beat the hell up, and it's the only thing that can make me get in the bathroom and take a shit sometimes is doing some of his poses. But, you know, I tried it a little bit, you know, but I realized like I wasn't freezing in time, you know, or I wasn't freezing my age. So I didn't see quick results. And when I don't see quick results in something, I usually quit. You know, the one thing that I do, you know, on a regular basis, and I've said this ad nauseum, is that I do shake weight. And that's something that I'm very passionate about. It's not, and I'm not getting to it's not one of our advertisements of the show. It's not one of our sponsors, but it's, you know, it's a program I started because I see results, you know, so I just like to promote things that people can see results with. And I just think that he's out there, you know, he's just a gypsy selling glitter to people. And I just think that people need to wake up and realize that there's more to this than I think we're realizing. I'm here to say that I think DDP is a wizard. He's got to be a wizard. He's got to have some witchcraft going on. And because he's trying to tell people lies. He's trying to tell people lies that, oh, you do these stretches, you do these poses, you'll live forever like me. But I think he either sold his soul to the devil. He's either a wizard or he's either a witch boy.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. They always talk about snake oil salesman, and he's friends with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Exactly. Everything's coming full diamond here.
Well, that makes me think about DDP differently, but we're going to still get into this episode here where it's important to note that Diamond Dallas Page hasn't just been wrestling his whole career. He started out as a manager in the AWA in 1988. Did you know that?
I never knew that. Who is he managing?
Oh, I don't know. People he managed, they're probably not famous or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, anybody that needs a manager is just somebody that, you know, can't hold a stick well.
Then he kept managing all the way until 1991 WCW, and then he decided to train as a wrestler and went to the WCW power plant at the age of 35. Did you ever go to the power plant?
No, I mean, this is the, you know, same thing asking me, would I go to the Performance Center? I don't need, or the, you know, the dungeon like you asked me in the Teddy Hart episode. I don't need to, you know, I've self-trained.
Bret Hitman Hart.
Don't start with me, Skeeter. Don't you fucking start with me. I am a self-trained backyard entertainer, and you know, it's just when you know, and I know that I've learned everything I can learn. So why waste my time? And you know, I just don't want to waste anybody else's time either. You know, going somewhere and showing up and, you know, making other students jealous, or, you know, just wasting the time of my fellow boys, some of the teachers. And so that's why I've never, you know, gone to other schools, is because I don't want to waste somebody else's time. I don't want to waste my time. And I've learned everything there is to learn in this business. But I understand that for the time that it was, the power plant was a very, very ahead of its time. And the WWE Performance Center and places like that, took a lot of notes from the power plant, and those were the early, showed the early seeds of what the plant would become. And I think that it brought a lot of good people into this business. I mean, a lot of the boys came from the power plant. You got people like, DDP. I think even Goldberg worked at the power plant, and then you got people like Lenny Lane, legends in this business, and I think that some of the best in our business, went to the power plant, and wherever you go, as long as you learn what you got to learn, that's where the proof is. Like, it lies where the fish food is.
Oh, I love Lenny Lane.
Is that Jose?
Yeah, I told him we're recording, but he just decided he's gonna work. You gotta work when you work, if you're a worker, brother.
Well, that conveniently enough, that leads us to our first advertisement: Jose's Lawn Care Service. Take it away, Skeeter.
Well, Jose himself is being so dang loud with his leaf blower. Jose is the guy to trim your roses today. You got grass. He cuts it. You got caterpillars on your plants? He turns them into butterflies and makes them go away. You got slugs? Well, he doesn't deal with slugs. He thinks they're gross and he gets freaked out by them. But Jose is there to help you out every day with your gardening care services.
Jose's Lawn Care Service. You got grass? Call his ass.
That's right. I just hit my Bing box here. Because you'd asked me.
Wait, whoa! What the fuck does that mean?
A Bing box.
I don't want to hear nothing about your Bing box. I don't know what you call your pecker.
No, it's not my pecker. It's a computer. I hit my Bing box, and I looked up who.
You call your computer a Bing box?
Yeah.
Are you a fucking child?
Well, no. I mean, look, some people call it a Google machine, but I think that's kind of taken. So I thought it'd be clever and
say, yeah, because Conrad Thompson calls it a Google machine. I get you.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. Okay, continue.
So hit up your Bing box, and I looked up who DDP's managed, and he managed some guys called Diamond Stud, Vinny Vegas, and Scotty Flamingo. I don't know who they are, but that's who he managed.
Sound like a bunch of fucking jobbers.
Maybe they're minis. Maybe they're mini guys.
Hey, everybody's got a place in this business.
So Page was not finding success with his career, and then in 1994, he asked his friend Jake Snake Roberts to help him with his ring psychology, and then came back to WCW TV with his wife Kimberly.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting a little. Oh man, god dang. And I swear, they'll take that, and then I'll cash that check, and I'll put that check on the wall in a frame, and then I'll go over to it and lather it up with some butter, and you tell me twice, I'll call the cops.
All right, you're making it weird now. We're trying to talk about Diamond Dallas Page.
Hey, I'm being transparent here.
All right. Well, so Kimberly was then by his side and helped DDP reach some of his success. So why is it that Kimberly can help Diamond Dallas Page, but Sable buries Mark Marrow?
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is, I think that, greatness recognizes greatness, and you put, Kimberly right next to DDP, and DDP's he was a badass back then. It was WCW, and it's where the big boys play, and he was doing all that cool shit with Macho Man and NWO and all that stuff. And then you got someone like Mark Marrow, and they put him next to a goddamn hot ass fucking, oh my God, Sable. Put him next to somebody like Sable. It's like, okay, let's see where the fucking thing that in the courtroom, that teeter totter in the courtroom, see where that lies. And I think that it's just, didn't know the teeter totter in the courtroom where you put the heavy things on one side and then the teeter totter.
The judge?
No, the courtroom teeter totter. You put the fucking thing. You put one block over here, 1 block over here. You wait things out. Courtroom teeter totter. You put Sable on one side, Mark Marrow on the other, and you know which side is going to be the winner. And I just think that that's a comparison you can't make, Skeeter. Come on, like.
And the only court I really know about is Night Court. I used to watch that show all the time, so I don't really know this teeter totter thing. You talking about Bull Shannon? He's funny.
Who?
Bullshitting. He's the big, tall bailiff guy with a bald head. He should have been a wrestler. Oh, can we talk about bullshitting for an episode?
No, because we want to keep an audience. We don't want to lose listeners here.
Okay. Well, DDP did so much. He had so many accomplishments. He's a 3-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He's a 5-time Tag Team Champion, WWE Hall of Famer. He's the founder of DDP Yoga. He's an actor, and he even has a website. That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's mind-blowing. DDP Yogurt, all these things that he's done, all these mind-blowing things. And he did all of them when he first got to WCW at age like 60. I don't understand it, Skeeter. I don't understand what rat poison, what witchcraft, what brewery that he's sipping from. But I need it, Skeeter. I need to be alive forever. I've got too much work on my plate. I got too much shit to do that I can't be breaking down already. I wake up and I'm just in so much goddamn pain that I'm crying the moment I wake up. I wake up straight out of bed in tears. And I don't even want to get out of bed sometimes because of how much pain that I've been through, but it's a part of this business. You tell me how when DDP first got to WCW, Diamond Cutters, DDP Yogurt, winning the WCW titles, banging David Arquette, all the cool ass shit that he was doing at age like 60. And now he's doing even more over on, we'll probably get to this, over on AEW and shit. And he's like fucking almost 90 something. Tell me how this is happening, Skeeter.
Maybe you started too early. Maybe that's the problem these days. Maybe everybody's starting too early. If you start later in life, your bones are settled, and then you can't hurt him. He's invincible.
Shit. Holy shit, Skeeter. I think I never thought there would be a time where you actually said something that might be right. I never thought there'd be a time that you would actually blow my mind. But you've actually done. No, stop.
I blew Mark Xtreme.
No,
that's amazing. I can't
blew
believe
my
that
mind.
I blew
Very
you.
different. I'm sure one day you'll learn what that means. Anyways, when you learn what your pecker is, or in your case, your Bing box. But listen, I think you've figured it out. Every wrestler in this business that wants longevity starts too early. We got to start later. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? If I could go back, I would have tell 10-year-old Marky Xtreme when he started training, wait, kid. I'd look at him in his beautiful eyes. I'd give him a kiss on his forehead. And I'd say, you are the greatest gift that this business will ever have, but be patient. Okay. And then I'd grab him by the butt and I would caress him slowly because he's hot as hell 10-year-old. And I'm talking about me.
I think you get in trouble for this. I don't think you can do that.
I'm talking about myself, so I can't get in trouble. I'm talking about my 10-year-old self.
But you're your future self doing that to your young self, and your mom will probably call cops on you.
Regardless, okay, let's move on from that. I would tell my younger self to be patient, to wait and start when you're 60. That is the secret to longevity in this business. God dang, Skeeter, if I had a sticker, I'd give you one.
For real, what would be on sticker?
It'd be like, you actually did something good today. Unlike, it would say all this. You actually did something good today, unlike every other day when you're a waste of goddamn space.
That's a big sticker.
This is one episode, Skeeter, and we forgot to mention this. This is episode 10. We've hit a milestone. You have finally not pissed me off. This is one episode where we're almost 20 minutes in, and you haven't even pissed me off.
Can I blow you again? Are you ready to be blown again? Okay.
And then there you did. There you already ruined it.
Think about this. Think about this. So you time traveled, right? And you went back and you saw your young self, and you kissed him and you did all that weird stuff, right? But then your mom sees you, and then you maybe were with your mom and you're your own dad because you had you. You're the wrestler. What if you're your own dad?
Hey, I'm not saying that's out of the realm of possibility here. I believe that time travel does exist. Maybe our brains aren't capable of acknowledging it yet. Maybe time travel, is simply, some crazy ass fucking thing that WWE, some toy of theirs, that you brought to my house, and I don't know, this is a time machine. I touch it and I go back in time and I become my own dad. I don't know. It may have happened, but maybe it's like, because it hasn't happened in this time dimension yet, I can't acknowledge it yet. That's me. You know what, Skeeter? This deserves its own episode, but maybe the reason I haven't found my dad yet is because I am. Hold on. Holy fuck, my head hurts.
I mean, you do look like you, so it makes sense that you
look like me, so maybe I'm my own dad?
Like I said, I blew you again. That's a Skeeter blowing Marky Xtreme twice. One episode.
You're blowing me hard right now. Holy shit. Okay, we gotta get back on track. We will discuss this when we stop recording, but I gotta do some investigations. Holy shit.
DDP became WCW World Heavyweight Champion at Spring Stampede in 1999, winning against Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Sting, with special guest referee Macho Man Randy Savage, and a 4-way dance. That's where I'm confused. How do you win a title doing a dance? Shouldn't you fought in a match?
Also, there was 5 guys in the ring.
That's true. That doesn't make sense. I guess this is what people talk about when they say WCW didn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. That's clear. This was clearly Russo booking, but I think the thing is, I remember this match very clearly. I thought it was really a badass match. I mean, you got some of the biggest guys in this business. I maybe would have chose Sting or somebody kick ass like that to win, but you got somebody I understand, because I come from the other side of the perspective here is you got to look at the future. You got to look at creative, and all these guys in the ring have held the belt. It's like the same old story. It's a tried and true pudding that always tastes good, but you got to look at the other side of the thing here. Is like, we got to think about the future, giving the fans something different that they haven't seen before. And DDP had never won the belt yet. Did he deserve it? That's subjective. I think that he deserved it, but some other guys may not agree with me. The ratings didn't reflect. I don't remember the Nelson ratings reflecting that it spiked. There were no spikes on there or nothing like that. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, but like I said, this is a subjective thing here, and I don't know, Skeeter. What did you think about it?
So what are you talking about, that the future should prevail and win? Then how come Hillbilly Tim or Yoko Zubaz or Jerry the King Baller haven't won the title?
It's a different thing, Skeeter. It's a totally different. I've explained this to you time and time again, because you've brought this up before. I think just to piss me off, but I'm going to stick with the reigning thing here. Is you haven't really pissed me off yet on this episode, and I'm feeling good. I'm trying to be positive, with everything going on, and I'm trying to be positive and keep my world positive. So, Skeeter, listen, that our product is different. People go to a Coke factory because they want to drink Coke. I don't go to a fucking Pepsi factory asking to fuck a Twinkie. I just don't do it, Skeeter.
Not anymore.
I never done that. Stop.
Oh, okay.
I know what people want when they ingest our product, and that's what I give them. Now, something like WCW or WWE, I could understand why, they choose to give people different flavors, because it's like a big ass grocery store. But for me, we're giving people the a la carte service. This is what you're getting here on a tray for Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, but with the WCW WB, you're going to Kmart.
Well, I'm not going to eat any of your Twinkies anymore, because that explains why there's a hole in them in the pantry.
That doesn't everybody listening, there's no holes in my Twinkies. Okay.
I don't know about that.
There's not, Skeeter. There's not.
Well, I'm glad you brought up my name because now it's time for Skeeter's little known fact. Did you
Wait, is
know?
this a segment now?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Whatever, continue.
Diamond Dallas Page is in the movie Ready to Rumble and actually plays the part of Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah. No shit, dumbass.
Oh, you knew that?
Yes. I'm not a dumb idiot.
Well, I mean, it could have been anybody. They wrote a movie, right? They wrote a movie film, and they could have had all kinds of actors. They could have had Tom Selleck be Diamond Dallas Page, but no, Diamond Dallas Page played.
Who? But Skeeter, you can't cast somebody to play somebody else like that. But there's nobody that could play DDP better than DDP. Who would you have had play DDP, Skeeter?
Gandhi.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. That's actually very good idea.
That's a good movie. I don't know if that's Gandhi or not, but that guy, I'm like, that's a good Gandhi. So I have Gandhi play DDP because Gandhi, he at least would have stopped all the fighting.
Gandhi's that wrestler from Saudi?
Yeah. The one that wins there all the time.
All their Royal Rumbles. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad casting choice. I mean, Ready to Rumble, the fact of the matter is, Ready to Rumble is without doubt one of the greatest motion pictures of cinema history. And DDP, he crushed it, man. That movie is so good. I don't think I've watched a movie more, you know?
Yeah, you watch it a lot.
It's awesome. It's so goddamn funny, man.
Will you let me watch it with you sometime?
No, you make things weird, Skeeter. Like when I'm sitting there trying to do research when I watch Ready to Rumble, you come in trying to sit too close to me and you bring fucking popcorn and you like dim the lights and you just stare at me the whole time and it makes me goddamn uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, I'm watching the movie through your eyes.
I hate you so goddamn much. You know, there's nothing.
You like me.
There is nothing right now that could make me happier other than, you know what, Skeeter? A Mark E Xtreme t-shirt. And where can the great kick-ass listeners of the On Your Mark Wrestling podcast get themselves a clean-ass Mark E Xtreme t-shirt and not a Skeeter Skyflyer shirt?
Hit up your big box, everybody, and go to prowrestlingtees.com/OIM show, and you'll see so many t-shirts. There's probably at least 1,000 there. All these different designs that are great, and they feel good on your body. And if you live in a town where there's laws where you got to keep your torso covered, well, this is a perfect thing to cover it with. It's a t-shirt.
Yeah, I it's the only thing I wear when I go out in public, and when I walk in a store, I want people to know. I usually walk in a store and I point to my face and then my face on my shirt, just so people can see that I'm on my own shirt. And I ask you to do the same. Go on that prowrestlingtees.com/OIM show. Pick up an On Your Mark t-shirt. We got some kick-ass shirts. We got the Extreme Cruise shirt. We've got the Champ is Here shirt where you can actually have the cardboard belt on your belly. And, we got some great shirts. And I ask you to go and wear them out in public and point to your face and to the shirt to show people that this is where you are.
After WCW was sold to Shane McMahon in 2001, DDP then went to WWE as the man who stalked Undertaker's wife, Sarah, who we all know later became Michelle McCool. Did you like that stalker story?
It weirded me out, man. I don't,
What's wrong with the stalker? What's wrong with someone who is so loving of someone that they think, oh, that's so great. I just want to be around them.
We've had this talk before. Stalking is not okay. And I think that you don't understand yet what stalking is. And I'm not going to bail you out again, okay? The next time that you stalk somebody, you're on your own.
Don't stalk the stalk if you can't walk the walk. I mean,
that is not a saying that you should say in a recorded avenue, Skeeter. Back to business. This was one of those weird decisions made by creative. You get one. This is a business opportunity in wrestling. You had the WCW invasion. Everything. This is something everybody wanted to see. I was hard as hell when I thought that WCW was going to come in there and tear up shit, and we're going to finally get Stone Cold versus Goldberg, and we're going to finally get Sting versus The Undertaker, or The Rock versus Wwe. But, we didn't get the dream matches that we wanted, and instead we got some very weird choices of DDP as a stalker. Sometimes WWE hits some kick-ass homers, and sometimes they hit the fucking baby bunts. I just think this is one of their bunts, and
I love the invasion. I thought it was one of the best things ever.
You wouldn't love. Tell me what you loved about the invasion, Skeeter.
Oh man, Chuck Palumbo showed up. That was so cool, and Lance Storm.
Nobody gives a fuck about Chuck Palumbo. Wait, is he dead? Is he dead?
Well, if he's not on TV, if a wrestler's not on TV, I assume they're dead.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad now.
I thought it was great. I thought the invasion was so cool. Think about all those WWE guys that infected over to WCW, and then they're fighting themselves.
Yeah, because this is the infection that we were dreaming about for years, the WCW infection of the WWE. And like I said, we wanted NWO versus DX, not 20 years later. We wanted Sting versus Undertaker. We wanted Wwe versus The Rock, and all the dream matches that we had been salivating for. But this infection let us all down,
Stephanie McMahon owned ECW. That was pretty extreme. I never saw that coming.
My God, that made no sense. Skeeter, what is extreme?
Her brother bought a company. She bought a company.
What is extreme about Stephanie McMahon, other than her extreme ass titties? But what is there extreme about Stephanie McMahon?
Well, she's a McMahon, so that's pretty extreme. I mean, there's only so many of them, right? And she's a women's champ.
I'm waiting.
Okay. Well, she's married to Hunter Hearst Helmsley. That's pretty extreme.
Yeah. Hunter's real extreme. Yeah. Throwing glow sticks out to the crowd and burying all your younger talent. That's real extreme.
Do you think he give me one of them glow sticks?
No, Skeeter, you don't need a goddamn glow stick. You need to become a grown ass man. You need a glow ass pecker and have sex with a girl for the first time.
Oh man, it'd be like WCW invasion all over again. I invade.
Oh my God.
I invade somebody.
Continue with your research. I gotta take a shit soon.
All right, well, we're wrapping up here. Diamond Dallas Page also had wrestled for TNA and then came back to WWE, but most recently, he's been in AEW, and he's even wrestled there. Can you be too old to wrestle a match, Marky Xtreme?
Well, apparently not. DDP's, like I said, he's in his 90s, and he just had a kick-ass match on Bash at the Beach. What year are we in when the Bash at the Beach is on TNT and DDP's having a match? It was pretty sick. And
I just hit the big box, and it's the year 2020.
Is your Bing Box the time machine that I might have gone back in time and banged my mom and became my dad?
Let me hit up my Bing Box, and I'll tell you right now.
Tell me what it says.
It says, ask again later.
Okay, well, let me know what it says later, but back to the topic at hand. Sorry, guys, I'm a little distracted with the thought that I might be my own dad. It's just it's a lot weighing on my shoulders right now. But we'll give you the report, when I get that DNA test back. Yes, DDP had a match in his 90s at Bash at the Beach recently, and it was sick. And but it blew my mind. How does a man, it did blow my mind until Skeeter, blew me, and he told me the truth is that a lot of wrestlers are starting too young. We got to start later. DDP, the moral of the story of this episode is don't start young. Start in your 60s. Become a wrestler in your 60s, and you'll the longevity you'll be wrestling by your 90s. And DDP, it's no snake oil, it's no diamond dust. It is. Fact of the matter is he learned, the sweet spot of when to start in this business. So my bandana's off for DDP, and he's done things in this business a lot. You can compare DDP to Marky, a shadow without a shadow of a doubt, in that we both have done great things in this business. We both are trying to help people get better lives through fitness. Me doing my shake weight classes. He's doing his, stretches and shit, girly poses. But You know, we're both genuinely have the best intentions for people, and we both, want to give back to this business. And so I think that it's that DDP's contribution to this business will live on forever.
Well, you heard it here first from the champ himself, everybody. So that brings our show to a close. So be sure to support other shows on our fabulous network, Dragon Wagon Radio, or shows like Dungeons and Dragon Wagon, which is like D&D, but it's
what the hell is Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons is fun. It's where you got swords and stuff, and you roll dice, and you role play. You play characters, and you have fun quests and go on adventures.
What kind of person likes doing things where people play characters and pretend fight each other? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay, well, there's also the YouTube show, youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow, where you're going to see all sorts of great interviews with wrestlers and superstars of today, and including Grimm, the newest episode that's out there. Oh, that's so exciting. And there's
Don't watch it.
Why not?
Because I don't want anybody to watch this one.
I like Grimm. Grimm's fun.
You would like Grimm, Skeeter, and let's try to get through this episode without you pissing me off. We're almost there.
So, Marky Xtreme, there's all sorts of great interviews like John Morrison and Nigel McGuinness and so many others from the world of wrestling. So you got to check that out. Also, be sure to check out our TikTok at OYM Show. Almost at 13,000 sub viewers, and Apple Podcasts. Be sure to leave a rate and review where you can win a t-shirt.
We're giving out so much content. We're also live streaming usually every Tuesday on our Facebook and our YouTube. So look out for Question Mark Live. You know what? You'd think with all that we're giving the world for free that we'd have more subscribers. So, tell your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And, we deserve more here.
Wow. This has been great. I'm so excited. I'm glad that you're happy with me too, Marky Xtreme. This has been the best episode ever. This is a milestone. We best friends.
Yeah, episode 10, it finally took 10 episodes for me not to completely hate your fucking guts.
I love you.
And you just fucking ruined it.
Dragon Wagon.